everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Digimon Survive. So, I have finished my first run-through of Digimon Survive, and I did the Harmony route, and it was a decent game. I put my thoughts in the last episode of Harmony route and whatnot, and I did promise that I would be doing the true end while I was in the credits, and it has been a few days, and I'm ready to get started. So, how this is gonna work is, we don't officially make a branched ending choice until Chapter 8 of the game, as we've seen before. However, there are going to be some changes throughout Chapters 1 through 8, or Parts 1 through 8, I should say, regarding two specific characters. So, what is gonna happen here is, although some stuff is gonna change with I could go ahead and say with Ryo and Shuuji, some stuff are going to change with them. The story is relatively the same. And because if you're watching the true ending, I highly advise you watch either someone's moral route playthrough, someone's wrathfulness playthrough, or my Harmony playthrough route, because there's a lot of repetition that's going to be happening in the first 8 parts. So I'm only going to include content that is different from those parts, and that's going to involve Shuuji and Ryo. Anything else should be exactly the same. So this first few videos are just going to be little snippets throughout the first couple parts with those changes, but then we won't get full-on lengthy videos of just parts until after we make our branched choice. Hope that made sense. So what I'm going to be doing for this first video is showing all the options that you need to make with Ryo in order to essentially have a different route. So at the very end of your first playthrough Digimon Survive, the game lets you know that there's a chance you can keep Ryo alive. And what you have to do is you have to make certain affinity choices. So I'm going to be showing those affinity choices that I'm going to be making, and if any dialogue is different, I will include it in the videos, but any repeated content will be cut out, just as a warning. So there's going to be a lot of cuts in these next couple videos. Okay, if that all makes sense, without further ado, I'm just going to get started. Okay, so we're here in part 1. We've just discovered this school, and we have no idea what's happening. Well, we have an idea what's happening, but the characters don't. So here is the very first affinity choice that we have to get through, and I have skip on. How do I get rid of that? Okay, anyways. So here is the very first Ryo affinity choice up that we have to make, and what we have to do is, so Aoi's just been captured, so what we have to do is exercise some caution, because Ryo is very scared. I don't know. Splitting up sounds dangerous.
そうだ、またさらわれたらどうすんだ。せめて全員一緒に行こうぜ。でも全員一塊になって探しても効率悪いぜ。その通りだ。安心しろ。俺。
そうよ。ここは手分けして探し
Alright,
ましょう。
and that was ahead, the very first decision. Alright, here we are at a free action phase, and let's go ahead and talk to Ryo again.
So, is this where you went, Ryo?
Since when are we on first name basis? Now, let's all get along, shall we? Play nice, and I bet Kunemon will make a great partner for you.
Cute.
Yeah, right. So, with all due respect, Ryo, are you trembling? Shut up! It's weird when you get polite like that all of a sudden. You're just making fun of me, like that Minoru. So say whatever you want. See if I care. Oh yeah? Weren't you with Minoru? Yeah, up until a second ago. I bet he ditched me.
Cute.
Okay, so what we have to do here is we have to raise his spirits. Come on, man. Don't be like that. Here, let's all go back together. Safe and sound, you know? Stop spouting the obvious. I bet you're scared out of your mind. We're gonna keep looking around. You gotta be okay here? You know it. It's way safer to stay here than wander around like a jerk.
Cute. Kunemon says, I'll protect him if anything happens.
You can understand it. Kinda? Alright, and with that, that's probably gonna be the rest of that conversation. Okay, here we are in part 2. We're back at the school trying to find food. So the situation here is if we want to raise affinity with Ryo, I'm gonna have to agree with him. Because he's the one that as in the early game, we're trying to build the most affinity with. So let's go ahead and agree with Ryo. I've got to agree with Ryo on this one. But nothing will get better unless we take action. Let's at least find a safe place. There's no guarantee anywhere else will be any better.
Kunemon wants to look too.
Come on, Ryo. Okay, I'll check the classrooms. You all should look somewhere else. Okay, we are now in the free action part of this phase. So we're here talking to Ryo. We had a conversation about phones and he's trying to contact someone. But the choice we have to make here is phones don't work. Thanks for noticing. Well done, Ryo. What? Weren't you listening? I said we can't call out. So now we know there's no signal here. That might be useful information.
Thanks, Ryo.
Okay, here we are in another free action phase. So we talked to Ryo twice here, so that way we can get his next affinity choice. And what we have to choose is, he's not wrong, because at the current moment in this situation, he doesn't trust Kunemon, and he thinks that they're suspicious. So we kind of have to agree with him, even though we may not exactly agree ourselves. But this is, I would just want to skip that dialogue since I've already read through it in the first route. Okay, a little more free actions. We're here outside the school with Ryo, and he's kind of freaking out around here. So he's hiding in the back, and Takuma thinks he wants to tease him, but we're just gonna let him be. And I made this choice in the first route, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip the dialogue for this as well. Okay, so Falcomon just digivolved into Diatramon, and this is now the after part of the battle, and we're heading towards the shrine. And here we have a choice with Ryo. So he is nervous because the shrine's really freaky, and we're gonna have to agree with him. I don't think I've read through this. Oh, I have. Okay, so it is now part 3. We already had our fight with Flymon, and we're back at the school after that whole fight and debacle went down, and we no longer have the professor with us. But here we have an option to raise Ryo's affinity, and what we have to do is force him to engage. And have I read through this dialogue? Yes, I have, so let's just go ahead and skip it. Okay, I've used up 4 moves and now everyone has shuffled around, so now we have this option with Ryo. We have to talk to him all 4 times in order to raise his affinity with this. So let's see, it seems I have read through all of this before. Yep. Okay, so once I select all 4 of these, we should be able to get affinity up with Ryo. I believe I'm already way past the necessary affinity. I believe you need 30 with him in order to rescue him, and I think I'm already over that. But I'm just gonna try to get as much affinity with him as possible just because I'm a completionist like that. Alright everyone, we're here at the scene where Ryo initially dies, and it seems I've come to a point in the game where the dialogue is actually new as the auto-skip did not work. So let's go ahead and play this scene out and see what happens. So in order to get here, you do need to have at least 30 affinity with Ryo. I managed to get up to 46 just because I did all of the affinity options. So we should be good to go on rescuing him here. So let's see what happens.
来たんだね君。でもちょっと遅かったね。りょう、現実世界に帰りたい？
どうでもいい。もう何もかも。
Oh, here we go. Here's a difference. I don't know what to expect. I didn't really look up much of story spoiler wise for the true ending, just what I had to do in order to save him.
いたわ。2人とも無事よ。春。
Alright, so how exactly are we gonna save Ryo? Are we just gonna pull him out from the hands? Or something interesting gonna happen? Is this gonna play out differently? Is he gonna have a moment?
ならば早くここから離れよう。 霧が出始めているぞ。でもさ、なんか雰囲気変じゃね？
This part the same?
りょうくんと
No,
ハル、
okay.
ギスギスしてるような。
りょう、元気ない？
What exactly went on between these two?
みんなまずいよ。霧がもう濃くなりすぎてる。
確かにやばいな。
Because Ryo is still kind of hopeless right now.
そこは危ない。
I could still see him giving in, but I assume we're probably just gonna pull him away, I think. Looking to where Aoi is pointing, I see a black shadow?
気のせいか。影から触手のようなものが伸びて。
待って待って。
Okay, this is already working out differently because we don't get his mom.
おい、やばい。これマジでやばいやつじゃねえの？
Of course we'll help.
タクマン、行っちゃダメだ。
アグモン、どうにかならないのかよ。
どうにもならないよ。あれはそういうものなんだ。
Is it though?
そんな。おい、りょう、何やってんだ。早く逃げろ。
りょうくん、どうして？
Why are you not running?
りょう、
What are you saying?
何か言ってる。ママが死んでたことを忘れて。
He's aware.
もない連絡を待って。ああ、俺なんかがいられる世界なんてどこにも。
Help him, Kunemon!
クネモン、
Oh god, I thought he was trying to push him in for a second.
今だみんな、りょうを助けるんだ。
うわ、
たく、手のかかる先輩だな。
Alright, grab him and go!
しょうがねえ。あ、待ちたまえ君たち。
Oh,
よし、捕まえたぞ。おとなしくしてろ、りょう。りょう、大丈夫か。しっかりしろ。
sorry, Kaido's just a bit violent as we've learned from the Harmony route.
言ってんだよお前ら。寄ってたがってタックルかましてんじゃねえ。りょう、無事なんだな。
Has he?
正気に戻ったんだな。俺はずっと正気だよ、クソが。
I mean...
ただちょっと諦めてただけだ。
Okay, that was kind of a fast change, but alright. Is he just suddenly gonna be okay now?
大丈夫だよ。俺はもう。
おい、みんな。
Okay, are you actually okay, or are you gonna get an arc later down the line?
よかった。霧晴れた。
Alright, Kunemon, you have a chance to digivolve.
俺にぶつかってきただろ。の野郎。
Bro.
まあ、助かったからいいけどな。りょう。
Wow, he's like a whole different person. I don't know how I feel about that.
なんだよ。礼くらい言うよ。あれ？俺らにはお礼言わないんすか？ねえ、りょう先輩。うるせえ、調子乗んな。
Well, there we go. We've rescued Ryo. Now, how much is gonna change up until we make the decision? Okay, so this dialogue is a little bit different. My early optimism had faded, and the threat of death suddenly seemed very real. We were all shaken, but Shuuji was able to calm us down, and we returned to the school. Oh, I accidentally skipped. Kaido was next to a cupboard. He was all ready to go to the amusement park and find Miyu. But the rest of us managed to convince him to come back to the school instead. Okay, it's saying this is all new dialogue. Okay. Everyone else was still scared from learning this was another world and we might all die. It was dark by the time we got back, and we were exhausted. Nobody bothered with dinner. I think it's different mostly because since Ryo didn't die. The others mostly collapsed into sleep, but I find that impossible. My mind keeps coming back to the same thoughts. Can we survive in this strange world? What if a monster like our Kunemon attacks again? And what about that monster in the fog? Is it the reason Ryo started to go crazy? What is this world, anyway? And what sort of creatures are Agumon and the others? So many questions. Ryo gave up. What is Agumon? What happens next? Ryo didn't give up. Just, what is Agumon? And what are the other creatures of this world, I guess? If they're all that live here, all that live here, they must have friends and family of their own. Man, thinking about family makes me realize how much I miss my mom. It's starting to get cold. Oop, even if I can't sleep, maybe I should just lie down for a while. Okay, we also have some different dialogue over here.
アグモンと出会ってみんなとも協力してなんとかでもここは僕たちの世界じゃなかった。待ってても助けなんて来ない。なあアグモン、僕はどうすれば修二さんみたいに危険を避ければいいのか。亮みたいに。
Okay, so there's only slight differences in the
ジタバタして死ぬような
the
ことにな
script
る
right
国な
now.
ら
Ryo is not dead, so they're not focusing on that at the moment. Comparison to the very first time you play, all they do is talk about Ryo. What I really want is to study this place. It's important I'm choosing moral choices from now.
もっとよく知りたい。ここが何なのか、アグモンたちが何なのか分かれば、元の世界に帰る手がかりになるかもしれないけど、そんなのどうやって調べればいいんだ。そもそも何が正解なのかだって、僕のしてきたことは正しかったのか。どうすればよかったのか。
Well, you did do one thing differently. You saved Ryo.
僕には何もわからない。
たくまの苦しい気持ち。
うん。狂ったって。
Aww.
この状況を解決する道が見えないんだ。アルケニモンはまだ僕らを狙ってる。ミュウがいる遊園地にだって敵はいるかもしれない。ここが違う世界なら。
We know there is eventually.
手段なんてわからない。わからないよ。一体何をどうすればいいんだよ。
たくま。
So now he's hopeless about something else instead. About being able to go back.
たくま。僕は難しいことはわからないけど、それはね。たくまなら頑張れば何でもできるってこと。みんなと力を合わせてでも無理やりに
Agumon is so optimistic, it's crazy.
なんだよそれ。僕。
You are special. You're Digidestined.
たくま。僕は君を。
僕も。ありがとう。なんだかすっきりしたよ。
そうならよかった。
おやすみ、アグモン。
Good night,
お
Agumon.
やすみ、たくま。
Okay, now we're a little more optimistic because we didn't have a death. Other than the professor, but we know he's not dead. Okay, we are now in part 4, and Takuma just woke up, and he has some new dialogue regarding what he thinks about this world and what happened with Ryo. Those hands that reached out to grab Ryo. That thing that appeared in the fog. What were they? Luckily, we were able to save Ryo, but what if that thing came back? Is that what scared Agumon and the others? It didn't seem like something we could beat. Man, just thinking back on it has me shaking. That thing was seriously scary. Are we really going to be able to survive here in this world? Alright, and it seems everything else is the same.
触手みたいなもんが出てきたろ
Alright, now Takuma just had his little monologue, and Kaido and Drachmon are just discussing things now.
みんなあれにビビっちまってんのさ。無理もねえけどよ。
Oh, I guess they were all thinking along the same lines as me. And yeah, that thing was really scary.
くっ、情けねえ。仲間の命救ったんだから、それでいいじゃねえか。
I guess so.
でも、霧からあんな正体不明の化け物が出るなんて
Exactly, Kaido.
怖がるのも仕
Just
方ないん
because
じゃない
you've
か。
seen evil doesn't mean they have.
なら一番危ねえのは一人ぼっちのミュウじゃねえか。
Alright, and everything's the same. Okay, here we are talking to Aoi and Saki. So in the original route, they would be over here, feeling sad about Ryo's death. But since he is alive, there is a little bit of a conversation change. So let's go ahead and read through it.
Look, I really am glad Ryo made it out okay, but what was with those ghostly hands?
I don't know. That was the first thing I've ever seen them. The first time. Sorry.
I always knew that fog was scary, but I never thought something like that was in there.
Just the sight of it sends shivers down my spine. I never want to see that again. But I guess just by being here, we run the risk of being attacked by it at any time.
Oh, don't say that. Isn't there a chance it could be some incredibly rare enemy?
It's possible, but we can't know that for sure. We should be prepared for the worst.
Just the thought of running into that creepy thing again makes me sick.
Yeah, it's a really scary thought. Still, I don't think we can let that fear get the better of us. We still need to find a way back to our world, not to mention rescue Miyu. We should at least come up with some plan, or we could get swallowed up just like that.
Yes, you're right. But I just don't know. What can we even do?
That radio tower was our only hope, but it isn't even functional.
Even so, these weird messages keep coming one after another.
Without calling the professor or having any adults around, there's not much we can do. It doesn't have to be much, as long as it's something. I'm assuming I have to choose between the two of them. So I'm gonna go Saki. Any thoughts? Because I think I have less affinity with her. Do you have any ideas, Saki?
What, me? What about like an exorcism? It's a ghost, right? Can we banish it within a sense?
With seance? Seance. Can you banish things with a seance?
Beats me.
Don't you have to be a priest to do an exorcism or something?
Don't ask me.
Yeah, I'm not so sure of this plan. I think maybe the safest thing to do at the end of the day is to just agree to act together.
Oh, I like that.
After all, it was when Ryo and Hara got cut off from us that they were in danger.
But it was really Kunemon who saved Ryo last night.
Yeah, all I could do was watch. I'm not sure I'd be any different next time.
I think it took a lot of courage to do what Kunemon did.
Yes, I'm sure you're right. I can't say for sure I'd have been able to do the same.
We really did show it in like the worst possible place, didn't we?
Looks like they're both starting to feel down again. I thought talking helped a bit, but now I don't even know what to say. I think I'll just give him some time. Okay, now we're here talking to Minoru, and we just did the situation where Takuma's trying to cheer up Minoru by talking about comics, and now it seems Minoru is going to talk to Ryo, who's also in the room.
Hey Ryo, have you heard of this one? It's super good.
What are you talking about? Comics? Are you crazy? Look at the situation we're in.
Don't be such a downer, Ryo. Why are you scared, huh?
You!
Gotcha.
Minoru, you should not tease him so.
Oh, it's fine. This is just our way of getting along. Right, Ryo?
Can't believe it. You never change, do you, Minoru? Huh. You're so full of it. What? You think you're being reassuring? Huh?
Oh, was it that obvious?
Completely. I bet you thought I was upset and this was your stupid way of cheering me up. Oh, I get it. See, you can't fool me, loser.
What? Did you call Minoru a loser? Hey, stop it! It's really embarrassing when you spell it out like that. Give it a rest, okay? Look, I do appreciate the sentiments. What? Was that like an apology from Yurio? To me? Hey, I never said I was sorry, okay? Minoru may not have been especially smooth just now, but then again, neither was Ryo. Alrighty. Okay, we're having the little fight in the cafeteria where we decide what to do next, and here's Ryo actually speaking up. Sorry, I didn't think this was a different... The dialogue was too different until Ryo started talking, so sorry that's a bit cut off, but here we go. Okay, we now made the point to go look for the amusement park for Miyu, and here we go. Kunemon has something to say. Wow, Ryo's like a completely different person. I don't know how I feel about this. There was like kind of no lead up to it. It pretty much just like snap of the finger flipped. Okay, this is where we're taking a break. I almost don't recognize Ryo. I'm thinking I'll probably include every little itty bitty sentence that he says just because it is technically different and people might want to see that. Even if like these one-off sentences don't really seem like they matter, they are different to the story, so I will be including them here on out, even if it's just minor changes. Wow. Ryo. Okay, we're here in the amusement park looking for Miyu. Ryo has just been kind of an ass this whole time. Just like making little comments. I think it's probably better he stay dead. Unless he actually becomes a likable character later on down the line, but we'll see. I mean, part of me can't argue with that. Okay, so we had a little bit of discussion with some of the Digimon and Ryo. Ryo just grew a pair somehow, it seems. It's Miyu, we already know. So, do you mean like she's not really giving them too many orders? Right, yeah. She's nice. She considers everyone her friends, Miyu. Minoru. Come on, guys, it's obviously Miyu. Okay, so I went to the performance space in the amusement park and there was some slightly different dialogue. It seemed that I didn't catch at first, that the Digimon were actually attacking Ryo. So Kaido and Takuma decided to devise a plan in order to distract them. And I thought it was weird that the dialogue was different because I didn't catch anything about Ryo, but apparently so. So that little bit I did not record, but it was just them basically like, oh, how can we distract them? Oh, let's sneak up behind them, pretty much. But here we go. This is a fight involving Ryo. I probably may not show the actual fight, though. We'll see. Because we changed the future. Are any one of these characters like, can they break the fourth wall? Like, do they know that Ryo has died already? My god. Ryo needs some help.
とめてやるって言ってんだろ。お
Oh,
前にも
are we
覚
gonna
悟
have a
があるってこと。
digivolution here, actually?
ああ、俺にも覚悟を見せろって言うんだろ。
I already know what Kunemon turns into because I have a Digimon that follows his line already, but...
行くぜ相棒。俺たちの本気を見せてやる。
Whoa!
あ、おい、どうした？
Here we go! Digivolution! Okay, I guess I am gonna be showing the fight here. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. It's a bee. There we go. He looks almost exactly the same. A bee, it's a fly, it's a wasp, it's Flymon.
飛んでやがる。すげえなお前は。それがお前の新しい姿なんだな。早速だが暴れてもらうぜ、フライモン。
Hey, I guess we'll do this battle then. I do have to change some stuff. We're bringing Agumon, you, and who else needs to be leveled up? Probably you. Okay, start the battle. And I have to change the difficulty because it's on very easy as I was trying to speed through everything. Let's go to normal. Oh, maybe I should have done hard mode since Agumon's kind of OP. Agumon and Flymon are kind of OP. I guess I'll try to go for these chests. I don't really think I need. I'll just do right here. Projection cannon. Oh, maybe I don't actually have that. Okay, Mega it is. Oh my gosh. We look so menacing compared to everyone else. Okay, how far is your range? Not very much. Okay. I might as well just like evolve all the way. It is gonna be a pretty easy battle. So, end the turn. And then we'll go ahead and digivolve you to Bolt Batamon. Because you can. Oh my god, that growl. Oh, there's a Biomon. I didn't even notice. Well, we'll let the Biomon come to us. I guess I'll just move you over. Then Rexmon, and then everyone else will take care of him. Out of here. Turn. Ceresmon. Let's head towards Patamon. As for Flymon, I guess we'll follow behind. Oh, I should have brought Lotmon instead. He needs to be digivolved. Not digivolved. He needs to grind. Patamon, please come here. I don't want to have to chase you down. Okay, guys. You have the range. No. You have the range. Yes. Nice. Alright, that should be the end of this battle. Awesome, awesome. Okay, we got some stuff. Let's see how this conversation's gonna end.
You'll pay for this!
There I go again. Oh. Man, taking on those chumps is a waste of our time.
Yeah.
You said it. We'll wear ourselves out trying to keep up with their nonsense. Alright, seems everything else is the same. Okay, we've been searching around the amusement park a little bit more, and it seems everyone stopped for a conversation. Don't forget how crazy this place can be, though. We might have missed some secret room. Maybe, but without any clues, we may never find it.
いきなり他校のやつと仲良くしろとか、んなこと言われても普通はできねえよ。
Hey, we found Miyu. We've been trying to reason with her. And Ryo seems like he's acting like such a wise guy and thinks he knows things. But I guess he isn't wrong here. It's just he's a bit too smug about it.
とか言っちゃってさ、今はそんなこと思ってねえんだろ。うるせえよ。もっとわけわかんねえ力が働いてるっつう感じな気がするけどな。
Alright, as you can see by our surroundings, Miyu dropped us back into the dungeon, and here we are discussing about where the heck we're gonna do. Or what the heck we're gonna do, sorry.
また変なのが出やがったのか。
Alright, as you can see, we've just found Digimon, it appears.
俺なんてマジで死ぬところだったし、警戒しすぎるってことはねえと思うぜ。
Alright, so we're following Digimon, and everyone's kind of having that conversation like, do we trust him? Do we not? But we also don't know how to get out, and he seems like he knows the way, but do we know if this isn't a trap or whatnot? So that's kind of what everyone's discussing right now, and Ryo's just putting in his 2 cents.
ような世界なら苦労しねえだろ。
Thank you for that input, Ryo.
クネモンたちみてえな生き物とか、霧とか、
We're still following
手の
Digimon,
化
by
け
the way.
物みてえなやつとか、わけわかんねえよ。地形だって変わっちまってるんだ。もし一晩で遊園地が現れたって、俺は驚かねえな。
そうよね。逆に納得しちゃうかも。
確かに。
Okay.
冗談じゃねえぞ。
Okay, we found our way out, but there also seems to be that little event where the amusement park is getting attacked about to happen, so here's the dialogue for here.
おいおい、ビビってんのか、リョウ。ビビるに決まってんだろ。あいつはマジでやばいんだよ。
Don't worry, we'll take care of it later.
またあんなやべえのとやり合うのかよ。
Alright, so everyone decided that we're gonna go help Miyu, and this is how Ryo's feeling about it.
わかってるよ。俺だってよ、ミュウを昨日の俺みたいな目に合わせたくねえんだよ。
Oh, he's not such a bad guy. I mean, he's unlikable, but he's not a bad guy. Oh, why did that skip?
ああ、そうだな。やるっきゃねえんだ。
At least he isn't completely gone, though. He is actually trying to pick himself up. Thank goodness. It's not like like he didn't just revert back to his old personality of like, oh, I'm still kind of afraid.
たら簡単には逃げ出せねえだろうからな。
Okay, we came to the throne room looking for Miyu. She's nowhere to be found.
もう少しで死ぬって目にあってんだ。
Okay, we went ahead and found where Miyu was hiding. She was in the chest, the one that we had to do 3 times. Ryo giving his little input of trying to get Miyu to understand.
アルケニモンだけじゃねえぞ。君やそこから出てくる手の化け物だっている。
霧？手の…
そいつらのせいで
Oh,
俺はク
he
ネモンも
actually
死な
cares
せ
about
かけた。
Kunemon.
なあ、ミウよ。お前の大事な仲間がそんなことになってもいいのかよ。
At least he's actually contributing something in his presence.
まさかこんなことになるなんて思ってもなかっただろうしよ。
Alright, we convinced Miyu. Now we're heading outside, hoping to escape.
俺もそうだった。けどよ、俺がちゃんとミウのそばにいればこんなことには。
The thing is, we haven't really had any affinity choices with Ryo since we revived him. Everyone else we've had, but not Ryo. So his personality still feels kind of meh at the moment.
そうしてたらこいつはここが残酷な世界だって自分で気づくこともねえわけだ。結局本気で痛い目に遭
Oh,
わないと。
he's actually teaching Kaido a lesson here. What the heck?
今は そっとしとくしかねえんじゃね。込まれたり、そこから化け物が出てくるなんて異常事態もあったくらいだしな。
Okay, so we just finished the battle with Mazimon and Garurumon, and this is kind of the aftermath, and this is what Digimon is now trying to tell us that there might be a way back home, just a pinpoint of where we are in the story.
霧に飲み込まれたり、そこから出てくる手の化け物に捕まると消えちまうってことだ。
Alright, same conversation.
消えるって何それ。なんでそんなの意味わかんない。
だから言ってるだろ。この世界は
Damn you.
本当に危険なんだよ。
Everyone is like listening to Ryo and taking his advice so well in this route.
うち
Actually kind of a surprise.
そんなの全然知らなかった。
クネモンも危なかったんだよな。
Right, same conversation.
いや、気にする。
Everyone is worried about the hands. Oh, Ryo actually cares about Kunemon.
悪かったな。もうあんなことにはならねえよ。
He understands partnership. Okay, so we now finished part 4 and we're in part 5 now, but I'm actually gonna stop the episode here as we got through most of the main stuff that we wanted to get through for Ryo, and this next chapter is gonna be the part where we're focusing more on Shuuji with little hints of Ryo in there, and I think that would be a good place for things to kind of change up for the next episode. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this playthrough, and you can also follow me on Twitter and Twitch at Crypta_Agate, and you can also check out my second channel, Crypta's Laboratory. But until the next episode, bye for now.